Caitlin Clark. I mean, look, we can talk about how LSU shot the basketball poorly. We can talk about how, they just didn't play the best game. I don't care about any of that. Caitlin Clark put on a clinic, just a masterclass in shooting the basketball, just a crazy display. There wasn't anything that LSU could do. Now, I do think it was a bad game plan. I think they should have put more size on Caitlin Clark early or even late. Trying to have Van Lift guard her was absolutely insane. And even the sub off the bench, what was her name? Poe. That was just dumb. I mean, look. I mean, Kim Mulkey got outcoached. There's no question about that. She got outcoached. But Caitlin Clark, all praise is going to her today. Period. End of story. All praise is going to Caitlin Clark today. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. She dominated the basketball game. She dominated the basketball game. That's just point blank, period, end of story. And for anybody to try to say anything otherwise, you're not being honest with yourself. So, you're just not being honest with yourself. Other things can be true though. Let me not again, I don't want to just say that it was all Caitlin Clark. Look, Kim Mulkey coached a horrific game. No plan. The plan that she had was bad. LSU shot poor. I mean, Angel Reese was hot early, but y'all realize she ended up 7 for 21, and I don't think she took a shot outside of 5 feet. They couldn't make layups, and I think that's why a lot of people say she's going to struggle in the WNBA is because those women in there are big and physical. Angel Reese is not this big physical specimen. They got some big women in the WNBA. And, if you're not physical with them, you'll get hurt. It's just that simple. But again, Caitlin Clark gets the praise. 41, what was it? 41, 10, and 8. I mean, and she didn't even play that well in the first half. Well, she had 4 horrible turnovers in the first half. She didn't even play that well. She had 19 points. But yeah, she didn't play that great in the first half. The second half, she dominated. So, second half, she dominated. Let me get an idiot out of here. We can't deal with idiots on TikTok, people. We just can't. So, sorry about that. Now, is she the GOAT? It's getting harder and harder to deny that she's the GOAT of college basketball. It's starting to get harder and harder, people. Look, y'all know me. I've been a staunch defender, or should I say, saying that she wasn't. I've been a staunch guy that's saying she's in the conversation, but she is not the GOAT. I've been a guy that's been on that from day one. I need more. I need a title. Well, starting to get a title. It's getting close. It's getting close. And like I said, it's harder and harder to try to deny how great this woman is. So that's the thing. That's the thing. So and that somebody's saying on TikTok, no one shoots like Clark. No one can take that from her. I don't think anybody's trying to take that from her. So I think what people are trying to say is she maybe not the best. So and that's okay to say. That's okay to believe. That's okay to believe. I think this whole her playing in the big three is an absolute joke. Ice Cube should be ashamed of himself. I mean, is your league that bad that you have to throw out a $5 million offer and to basically make this girl or this woman a sideshow? Yeah, I think that's ridiculous. You know, and I get it. Hey, it's marketing. It's what she's super popular. People will watch, and that's what he's trying to do. They'll watch for a little bit. And then once the sideshow is over with, nobody's going to watch anymore. Let her play where she can excel. She's not going to, first of all, not enough people give a damn about the big three. Second of all, she's not going to excel. She will excel in the WNBA. Let her go do that. Let her go do that. And for it to get out makes it even worse that he even made the offer. The offer itself is idiotic, but for it to get out makes it even that much more idiotic. So, but whatever. Either way, look, you can't deny how great she is. You can't. You can't. Now, I am looking for. I thought I was looking forward to UConn LSU, and I was, and I watched. I'm looking even more forward, and I said UConn LSU. Sorry, Iowa LSU. I'm looking even more forward to UConn Iowa with Paige Beckers. That's somebody who actually matches up with Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark, if she's going to defend and guard her, it's going to be a problem. I would think that Iowa probably plays the zone, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that matchup even more than LSU because now you've got people that can match what Caitlin Clark. I shouldn't say match, but they can challenge her on the offensive end. Where at LSU they didn't have anybody like Van Lith. Come on, look, Van Lith is a fine college player. She's okay, but she had no business being on that LSU team. She had no business being on that team. You know, she was trying to be a point guard when she's not a point guard. They didn't, and then they put her on Caitlin Clark. She just got embarrassed all night. That was sad. She had no business being out there. None. Somebody said she's good looking. Okay, fine. There's a lot of good looking women that play college basketball, man. Don't be that creep. So I'm just looking forward. I think I'm looking forward to that game even more than I'm looking forward to the game last night. So that's what I'm looking forward to. My man Hooligan over. What's happening, Hooligan? He's over on YouTube. He said South Carolina still has the best team. You're right. They do. They do. But I can tell you this, if South Carolina has the same game plan that they had last year and doesn't make any outside shots, the same thing is going to happen to them that happened to LSU. Iowa's going to pack it inside and dare you to shoot. And if you're not making any, you're going to lose because our girl is going to make a whole bunch of them. So, and then if you noticed, it's like Caitlin Clark last night. I'm like, a lot of the jump shots that she was making, she was creating separation. Like she wasn't making shots where guys were or girls were hanging all over or anything like that. She was creating separation. That's why I was like, Van Lith cover. What are we doing here? She couldn't guard anybody at Louisville. What makes you think she can guard maybe the greatest women's basketball player of all time? Come on, man. What are we doing? But yeah, Paige versus Caitlin coming up. I can't wait. Final Four in Cleveland. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be an outstanding game. I think it's going to be outstanding. So, and UConn has got better guards than LSU because both of their guards are better than what Van Lith is, and it's not even close. So that could cause Iowa some problems. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Caitlin Clark plays like that. I don't think anybody's beating Iowa. Now, the key is she going to continue to play like that every game? But if she continues to play like that, I don't think anybody can beat them, South Carolina included. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah, some people on TikTok are saying UConn are going to be the champs. I was kind of saying that. I was like, UConn's kind of being slept on in this tournament. They're kind of being slept on in this tournament. And I still have to remind people, hey, man, before Paige Beckers blew her knee out 2 years ago, she was better than Caitlin Clark. Let's not forget that. She was the unanimous college basketball player of the year. That's who, as a freshman, she was the best player in the country as a freshman. And then she got hurt. And basically, for 2 years, she wasn't herself. She's back to being herself. Hell, I think in the tournament she's averaging 25, 10, and 5. So I love it. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. Again, as always, people, as a reminder, again, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Time, Big B Daily Show, live on TikTok, live on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, remember, keep tapping the screen. Need to get to 5,000 likes and 30 new follows. So if you're in here and you're not following, please give us a follow, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. But the Caitlin Clark show, boom, it must move on. It's still rolling. So it's still rolling. I like it. I think she's great. And for all of us, Caitlin Clark is not the GOAT deniers like myself. It's getting hard, people. It's getting hard to continue to say that she's not the GOAT. You got to start admitting some stuff. I got to start admitting some stuff. It's becoming more difficult to say that she isn't. So it's becoming more difficult. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to these games coming up.